I have some questions for Liberty Mutual. I'm only reporting the news, but now I've got some serious questions because I'm a Liberty Mutual customer whose rates have gone through the roof, and I'm wondering if mismanagement of money is causing my rates to go through the roof. As a customer of Liberty Mutual SafeCo, I want to know, why are you abandoning total loss vehicles for months, sometimes in excess of a year, resulting in large storage fees? Why are you doing that? I, your customer, the one who pays you every single month, without fail, never miss. Why are you abandoning vehicles? That's what I want to know. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Airing of Grievances. My name is Eric Reamer, and as you can see, Rob is not here for today's episode. Don't go anywhere though, because today we're going to approach the topic of the last two videos, which have gone ridiculously well, thanks to you, from a completely different angle. You see, on September 23rd, Teresa Moss over at Repair Driven News published an article that details an ongoing practice, it appears, of Liberty Mutual abandoning vehicles, just like we talked about in the last two videos. And if you haven't been there, check out our Airing of Grievances playlist. I'll put a link right there and in the description box below. But apparently we're not the only ones. This is going on all over America. And in this particular case, she's talking about Fiero Collision in Brooklyn, New York. But there's plenty of others listed in this article. In fact, get this, there are 45 citations of instances where Liberty Mutual appears to be abandoning their vehicles and leaving the shop owners high and dry for payment on those totaled vehicles. And then, man, this opens up a can of worms for questions, many of which I'm going to ask today from this angle. I am a Liberty Mutual customer, and I got some real serious questions because I know this. Since 2020, since the beginning of the pandemic, my rates have more than doubled. And I want to know, are my rates doubling because of Liberty Mutual's practice of abandoning vehicles, getting called after 6 months, 9 months, a year, sometimes a year and a half later, to pay for those vehicles? And if you watched last week's video, you will see that Liberty Mutual has been in the practice of paying for those storage fees that they incurred, upwards of tens of thousands of dollars, only to send the body shops to collections for that money. This practice, I'm wondering, is that actually affecting my rates? Because I know my premiums have gone through the roof over the last 4 years. And I want to know, is there a correlation? Stay tuned. Repair Driven News reports on September 23rd that for nearly 10 months after a vehicle owner released a total loss 2008 Chevrolet Trailblazer to Liberty Mutual, the vehicle continues to sit at Fiero Collision in Brooklyn. I'm not going to read the entire article for you. There are a couple of things that I want to point out about this article, though, and then I'll give you the summary of it. Liberty Mutual often complains about the storage rates that body shops wish to collect. They have no authority over the body shop's rate. They can't say that the body shop has to fit within a certain level of charging for storage rates. And in this particular case with Fiero in Brooklyn, even though they protested the storage rates, it turns out Fiero charges a daily storage rate of $105, but the average storage rate for the zip code that Fiero lives in is $113. So the old standby reasonable and customary ploy does not apply. Let's go here. Fiero, that body shop in New York, is not the only shop in New York seeing this issue. Ed Kinzenberger Jr. of Long Island Auto Body Repairmen's Association says he's documented Liberty Mutual abandoning about 10 different shops. Another 30 shops have reached out to the association with similar stories. By my count, that's 41, and we're just getting started. It goes on to talk about one of our good friends, Michael Bradshaw, over at K&M Collision. I believe they're in North Carolina. And Bradshaw talks about the fact that he's going through a similar situation. There's a couple of links in the article, and again, I will put the link to the original article in the description box below. Make sure you click on it, go follow that, follow the links, and see that we are not making this story up. I'm only reporting the news, but now I've got some serious questions because I'm a Liberty Mutual customer whose rates have gone through the roof, and I'm wondering if mismanagement of money is causing my rates to go through the roof. There's a lot going on here, and again, I'm not going to read the entire article. Interesting, though, this article does cite a gentleman named Sean Gillette. The article references him as the director of collision repairs at Rickenbach Cadillac Company in Colorado. That was his former position several months ago. But Sean Gillette is the general manager of this body shop, Nylund's Collision Center in Englewood, Colorado. And I asked him if he was aware of this issue. Of course he was, because he was cited in this particular conversation. But that citation came months ago, before we documented the two videos just prior to this one. And again, if you got a couple of minutes, watch those videos. And man, we got a lot going on. I didn't even get to Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. It's good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Boy, we got a humdinger for you today. Stick around. All right, here is the summary. I asked ChatGPT to take the article that Teresa wrote and summarize it for us so that we wouldn't spend all day on this topic. But here it is. Liberty Mutual's prolonged abandonment of total loss vehicles at Fiero Collision Incorporated in Brooklyn and other shops highlights systemic issues within insurance claim handling. That could be an understatement, leading to substantial financial implications for repair shops due to unpaid storage fees. In summary, Fiero Collision in Brooklyn has retained a total 2008 Chevrolet Trailblazer for nearly 10 months due to Liberty Mutual's neglect to retrieve the vehicle after deeming it a total loss. The shop filed a complaint with the New York Department of Financial Services, citing Liberty Mutual's failure to comply with New York Regulation 64, which mandates insurers take possession of totaled vehicles promptly. Liberty Mutual has accumulated $33,390 in storage fees at Fiero Collision, which charges a daily rate of $105, slightly below the local average of $113. This case is not isolated, as other repair shops in New York have experienced similar issues with Liberty Mutual abandoning vehicles, leading to significant unpaid storage fees. Repair shop owners, including Al Fiero Jr. and Ed Kinzenberger Jr. of the Long Island Auto Body Repairmen's Association, have raised concerns about this becoming a widespread problem, or being a widespread problem, I should say, and are pushing for more stringent regulatory oversight. Kinzenberger has documented multiple instances and is working to raise awareness and possibly prompt regulatory or legal action against the insurer. Liberty Mutual has a history of disputes over storage costs and other fees associated with total loss vehicles, affecting multiple states and shops, according to the article. And I should say, if you want a record of such disputes, tune into the now over 190 videos in the Airing of Grievances playlist that we have on this channel on YouTube. I have some questions. I have some questions for Liberty Mutual. As a customer of Liberty Mutual SafeCo, I want to know, why are you abandoning total loss vehicles for months, sometimes in excess of a year, resulting in large storage fees? Why are you doing that? I, your customer, the one who pays you every single month, without fail, never miss. Why are you abandoning vehicles? That's what I want to know. Why are you racking up storage fees instead of taking care of the vehicle that is now in your name? I want to know that. Are you, Liberty Mutual, in violation of any state regulations, including the New York Statute 64 that I mentioned previously? Why have other insurance companies not been doing the same thing that you're doing? I want to know. And as it relates to me as your customer, I have these questions. Are you ready? How do these financial missteps on your part, such as unpaid storage fees, impacting my customer premium? Is there a correlation between the two? Why do premiums continue to rise if you, Liberty Mutual, are mismanaging your claims and incurring unnecessary costs? Are you passing the costs on to me? I want to know. How do you justify increasing premiums of mine and all of your customers, not just once, but multiple times every single year? How is that justified when you can't seem to pay off your responsibilities? And yet, you step over dimes to pay dollars when you pay multiple tens of thousands of dollars in storage fees for your failure to pick up your vehicle. And I guess that begs another question. According to our last report, you're sending body shops to collections and trying to recover the money. We learned in last week's video that the collection agency, and I have a question about them too, are they on your payroll? Is the collection agency part of your larger operation? Because I want to know, what standing do you have for sending a body shop who has no contract with you to collections? And how is that impacting me as a guest, as a customer of yours? Can Liberty Mutual guarantee that premiums are not going to increase as you figure out how to get your financial situation straight? Those are the questions that I'm asking as a customer of yours. I think it is completely unreasonable. You like to use the words customary and reasonable. I think it is unreasonable and apparently not very customary, because you're the only one discussed in this article. I want to know, are you passing on your financial mismanagement to me and all of your insured? While you're answering that question, I will consider what company I'm going to go with next. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not your typical airing of grievances. However, this topic is hitting the headlines over and over and over again. 45 citations in this particular article alone. Our videos talking about one citation. And I got news for you. There's another vehicle on this lot that we're going to talk about. It's another Liberty Mutual abandonment issue. And the storage fees are beyond $40,000. This is not going away. This is a conversation that will not be ignored. I hope this has been helpful for you, the consumer. I hope that this never happens to you. But if it does, reach out to us and I'll turn you on to the players in this article and we will see if we can't help you one way or the other. I can't promise any results. I don't have anything to do with Liberty Mutual except for the fact that I pay them every single month for the insurance of my vehicle, a practice that is probably not long to continue. But I can tell you this, I don't find any legal standing for the collections process, and it seems to me that they may very well be, this is my opinion, they may very well be in violation of at least one state law. So, there you have it. I wish you a happy Saturday. I wish you as much success when it comes to taking a car to a collision center. All the more reason to know the integrity of the people that you're bringing it to. This is painful, folks. It's painful on my side as a consumer, and it could be painful for you. I hope that's not the case. Happy Saturday. Thanks for watching. Thank you for sharing this, and I'll see you next Saturday.